Hi, my name is Ryan ROX, and this is ROX Talks. All right, welcome back to my podcast. It's ROX Talks. I'm Ryan ROX, and I got some very special guests with me today. I have the Latina diva of Las Cruces, Lizbeth D'Anni. Hi.
Hi everyone.
And the fabulous, wonderful, beautiful Bobcat.
Hi everybody, how you doing?
From Las Cruces as well. I don't know how to title you.
The oldest bitch
There you go.
alive.
I love it. All right. So I've known you guys quite a while.
Yeah,
I think like
more than 10 years, right?
something crazy. Yeah.
More than 10?
I think.
I mean, up there.
Oh, yeah, up there.
Something.
At least 5, at least 5.
Yeah, at least 5. More than 5, less than 10, I want to say.
Right.
Yeah. Because, like...
I remember where I first met you, even.
I don't know.
I meet you for a drag show.
Yes, I'm sure. For sure.
Yeah.
For a RuPaul girl. I meet you for a RuPaul girl.
Yes, let's see, the first time I met Lizbeth... Wait, was that the first time we actually met? I think so,
That's
right?
it. Yeah, that's the time I remember.
So I didn't remember...
And I knew you before that, because she
Yeah,
had
you
me
did.
come and help her that night.
Oh, wait, okay, so you, Lizbeth, were one of the first queens at my first show, and Bobcat I booked for my second show, my first one at Epic.
Yeah, but
So
I knew
for-
you before that.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
But now I'm remembering, like, so it was around that time. So
Yeah.
I started booking in 2014.
Really? Just 6 years ago? All right, we'll take it.
It's 2020.
Yeah.
We're like 7. Yeah, something like that. So yeah, I think I was kind of like brand new to the scene, and I was young, and I guess I knew RuPaul. I didn't really know actual drag queens yet, and I wasn't 21 yet, so I wasn't even able to go to the clubs, and...
But you were there.
But I was there. Well, I mean...
A little bit.
They let me because I was bringing RuPaul girls, so they weren't gonna say
Right.
no to me. But it was only for like, let's see, the show that we and you had, or like that I booked you for, wasn't at a bar. It was all ages.
Yeah, that was that restaurant.
The
thingy.
it was Bear Space Collective, which was
Yeah.
like, she paid rent for a room in this building that had a restaurant and bar, and she asked the manager, can we use the patio? And so we brought Willem to an outdoor patio in downtown El Paso
She was
because
really sweet.
all the clubs didn't really take me seriously as having like this little kid having collateral or money to be bringing RuPaul girls.
Right.
So they kind
And
of
who does
dismissed
that?
me.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And you were kind of like the head off of the whole thing.
Yeah.
They never had a RuPaul girl
They had
except
it
for...
well, like those
Did they
big
at
OP
Pride?
shows, like, and yeah, Pride, like Manila and Sahara, like season 3. I think those are the only ones I remember hearing about, but I didn't go to those. But yeah, for like a couple of shows, they have stuff at the OP.
But I think you started the movement
Yeah, for
of
sure.
bringing the RuPaul girls
Right.
to these
They didn't think it was possible. And they're like,
didn't.
oh, pop, look.
Right, and then I brought Willem.
And now
to-
look, it's their idea. All of a sudden. ta-da.
Oh my god! But yeah,
But that's how business works.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, I brought Willem, and then so that's where my point was, that I hadn't really met any drag queens, so I was on social media looking and like meeting people through there. I mean,
But
drag
you have
queens.
always been a social media person.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, like MySpace days, and so that's how I said, like, oh, I love this Lizbeth and this Bobcat, and I booked you for the first show with Willem, and I loved what you did too, because you didn't really do like your normal gay. You definitely did like the theme.
Yeah, I tried.
Because Willem was on, if you guys don't know, was on the show Nip Tuck, and the theme song of Nip Tuck you did,
Yeah.
and then also you had
I had a
You
wig
had-
reveal that didn't work.
oh, I was like handling Willem, so I saw it in a video, but I saw your look and it was so cool. It was like the dots, like the doctors put marker on, and like you
I
were getting
remember
plastic
that.
surgery.
Yeah.
And then
It was nice.
it was like
fun.
what, 2 months later, Epic finally said, "Hey, it's real. Like,
You can do
come
that.
over here." And I said, "Yeah,
What
okay."
do you know? If you pay
Just
a
had
drag
to
queen,
wait.
they'll show up.
Yeah.
What an idea.
I kind of had to waste a lot of money to pay for a venue and just to prove myself, but I mean, they did open it.
Well, yeah.
But that's the business.
Yeah, I
Like,
had to
we
start
always
somewhere.
Expend a lot of more than what
Right,
we are.
and they were technically a big help in one way, at least, to where I am today. So, but yeah, and then we had my first show at Epic for my birthday, which was Raja, and you, Bobcat, opened for Raja. Did you really talk to Raja?
All queen to all queen down.
Right. I got to talk to Raja for a little bit. She was being swamped by people, and I am not pushy.
Yeah.
But I got to talk to her for a second, yeah.
She was nice. She was fun. She was really nice. I was glad those first two shows were
So pretty in person, just like Willem.
Yeah. And really laid back.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, that was super fun back then.
It's nice when the people you like on TV are not assholes in public.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because they are some.
Oh, yeah. Well, have you met any in particular?
That was mean. I remember, I think it was, there was 2 girls that showed up one night over at Epic, and they were more than an hour late.
Uh-huh.
And they seemed to be just...
Like with me or recently?
No, I don't think...
But it was
no.
a RuPaul girl?
It was 2 RuPaul girls, and they were like an hour or 2 late, and everybody was mad, and they were mad at each other, and they were just awful.
I feel like it might have been one of my shows, and it was, I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Was it Gia Gunn?
Yes.
And Monica Beverly Hills?
Mhm.
Yep.
Yep, and they were in a bad mood.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, Monica was trashed off her ass. She had like the meet and greet, and then later on, well, she just walked out of the meet and greet, like left Gia alone, and people were like, "What?" And she came back later and asked me when the meet and greet was, like when it was starting. So,
Well, I mean, these girls just started too. This
Yeah.
whole drag movement is just escalated in the last, 10 years or what? You know,
Yeah.
I mean,
12-ish.
nobody noticed the first year of RuPaul
that's
because it
true.
was on,
it was Logo and
wasn't it on, whatever,
It was on Logo,
Logo, and nobody
but that
noticed
was
it.
not
And
a
then
channel people knew.
the
yet.
next one picked it up, which was MTV, right?
VH1.
VH1 picked it up, and then people started.
That was
realizing-
recent though. That was like
But
4
I mean-
years ago.
like none of the RuPaul stars were the first ones.
Right.
Nobody even paid attention
Oh, yeah,
to. They may
of
have
course.
pitched, but now I mean they may have paid attention to them in their hometown, but they didn't get booked in El Paso or
Right.
Albuquerque or anything, you know.
Right, they weren't nationwide or.
And now everybody gets to meet all these girls. It's a huge phenomenon that's changed, you know, from
But there's some girls that they stay in people's heart, like Nina Flowers or Tammy Brown.
oh
They're
yeah.
always like.
Nina Flowers is so popular in Denver.
Yeah.
You know, she's just cool.
I
And
always
plus,
see her name like show
it's
up
just-
when people say who
and
you
she's
should
not
bring.
just a drag queen because she does drag, but she's also
She
a DJ,
DJs.
so she's there every night.
Yeah.
You know, and I just love that she's such a hard Spanish speaking. She doesn't speak a lot of English, or you know, but that's still a huge part of her.
Right.
And, in Denver, that's hard.
And I
you
love
know,
that. I
guess.
love when
Yeah.
when you can do more than just being a drag queen.
Yes.
More than just being a performer, and your life is not only around that you actually have
A life. Yes. Yeah. I mean, some of these girls, they're really, it's their career right now, you know. And some of them, it'll fade away and they'll do their things. But Detox is still doing makeup. You know,
Detox
that's-
is like on doing runways for like the Paris fashion.
I
week.
know, and-
Russia can makeup too.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's so many of them that, who's that really pretty one that it really is doing?
Oh, Miss Fame.
Miss Fame. She
Yes.
was meant to be a runway model.
Oh, yeah.
My God, she is just,
She's so
she's got that
gorgeous.
look. She's
The body is there, yeah.
Yeah, that's her deal. That's it.
For
That's
sure.
really
And
awesome.
she definitely technically just did RuPaul as a technicality because you know she was like well, I need to get here where she is
Exactly.
now. And the only
It
way
was a
there
stepping
is,
stool.
Yep, she didn't care about winning. She wanted to show people how beautiful she was.
And that's great that RuPaul can actually have that venue for people, because we have, so you think you have talent, so you think you can dance, all that kind of stuff. And I wonder why all these people weren't successful before when they come on and they've blown it away. It's the stepping stool.
Yeah.
You know, and this happens to be one for girly boys.
Mm-hmm. And some people think that like that is the ultimate, and I mean it's fine and dandy, but if you want like a long career that's gonna last forever, you have to think about end goals and think of it like, okay, before I even audition, what am I gonna do after I'm on TV? Like some of the
lot of those Ru girls freaked out with the fame, and they could not handle the fame.
Some of them ran away.
They got abused. They run away. How many of them got ripped off by bad managers?
Oh yeah, so
a
many.
shit ton of
Oh my
them.
gosh, yes.
And that's
Because they didn't have anybody to talk to about things like that. How to get a real good manager.
Yeah, they're still being treated like that too, and
ripped off for outfits. We know about that whole scam. You know, but.
And that's one of the reasons that I'm thinking about if I apply to RuPaul or not.
Yeah.
Because I don't see my life going like most of the year traveling, doing shows.
Yeah, because
I have a life, you know. I have a husband, I have a life.
I think it's amazing that those girls are like, yeah, I need like 3 months off of work. I can't tell you why, but I need my job when I come back. Well, yeah, my clients wouldn't deal with that.
Right.
What?
Yeah.
You know.
And you have to like take it and run with it, like, because it could last for a year or two, and then you're supposed to be taking them every day, like shows every day. And if you go away for a hiatus and expect it to still be there, then it's a risk that you're taking.
It's an amazing risk.
But I mean, after the show, they traveled so much.
Yeah, that every day.
It's like if you have a partner, it's like, or your partner is going with you, or everything is gonna be ruined because you're not gonna see each other. So
a lot of them went through that. Yeah.
A lot of them, they can't handle the, even the people, like, getting all the attention from other people. Like okay, I'll stay home, and, like, you can go out and meet all these, like, hot guys or whatever, but...
And that goes for any entertainment, because I know burlesque girls, I don't know a lot of stars, but, you know, you don't know who Mr. Cher is.
Yeah.
You don't know who Mr. Bette Midler is.
Exactly.
But they have to step back. Even Dolly Parton's husband is like, no, I don't want any fame. He stays at home.
Yeah.
And he's got the super hot wife, and has always had the super hot wife that everybody clamors over. And he's like, no, you do you. I'll be back.
Yeah.
That's a rare husband to find.
I definitely want something like that, yeah. I want someone that doesn't want anything to do with it.
No jealousy.
Be my number one fan, and that's it. Like, not trying to be in the limelight, like, but understands it.
Actually, that's my husband. He's always with me. He's always with me, but he's on the corner.
Right. Yeah, he is.
He helps me put everything together, but he's still in the corner. Like, I don't want attention. Attention is for you. Bye.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think he would understand if you got a drag.
I will, because he's a pusher. So that's one of the things that I love about him. That he pushed me to be better and to do better. Like when I started shows here in Las Cruces.
Not stop drag, which I was happy about.
Mm-hmm.
So you were kind of mentioning that you almost retired, or did?
I was gonna retire. Yes, when I meet him and when I marry him, I was gonna retire because I was really tired of the mean girls.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of mean girls in this business, like in everywhere.
Yeah.
So I was really tired of that. I was feeling not appreciated. And so I was like, I'm not gonna lose my time anymore in this. I'm gonna just do my regular life and be with the people that really loves me.
Right.
And so I told him that I was not gonna do shows anymore, and because this and that. Like I told you, the main thing was I was tired of mean people. And he said, you know what, if you're tired of that, just do your own thing. Start something here in Las Cruces and do your own shows. I didn't have many experience, so I contact Bobcat to be my partner since she has been in the business for so many years. And 50, for so many years, she was the only one in Las Cruces doing something for the gay community here. Mm-hmm. So like I never thought about no one else that wasn't her for a partnership to start something in Las Cruces, because I feel like she deserves the love of everyone, the respect from everyone here in El Paso, and here in Las Cruces and El Paso.
Well, I got it from 3, so that's good.
What?
I got it from 3 people, so that's good.
That's enough.
So yeah, that was gonna be one of my questions: how you guys ended up working together? Because as far as I know, it started with the warehouse, but I was living in Vegas and came back, and you guys kind of had your own setup, doing shows together.
That was so
once
simple.
a month at the warehouse.
Because she just called up. She's like, Bobcat, I want to talk. I was like, sure. And I came over and she's like, I want to start a club. And I was like, sure. Let's go to this bar. And the very first bar we went to, the owner was like, yeah, let's do this. And we were like, well, okay, that wasn't hard. Well, let's get a show together.
So Lori, right?
You must love her, yeah.
Yeah, she was super
She's
excited.
amazing.
Yeah, she was super excited and so helpful and still helpful. She's great. Yeah.
So that
I had the feeling, because we have couple of bars thinking like which one to go.
Yeah.
And
I'm so glad we went with that one.
Yeah, I have the feeling that one. It was like, let's go to that one
What
first.
other bars, like, is the one? Because there's okay.
Well, my friend Beto owned with Boots and Bourbon, and he had asked me.
Wait, so what was Boots and Bourbon?
It was
the Grams.
Where Grams was.
Oh, okay, because it was one of the
and
four
so he had asked me to start a drag show there. 3 years before Lizbeth asked me, and he hadn't got it open yet.
Okay.
And still, he was interested, and I had talked to him 2 weeks before that about it, or something. I don't know exactly. I see him randomly throughout town. And we didn't even get there. And then, not a year later, he got arrested for pulling a gun out on somebody and got his license taken away and they closed the bar. And that was like not very long after we did our thing, so I'm glad we didn't.
I did see about that in the news. Yeah.
Nice guy. I don't know what happened.
So that was, let's see, you said 3 years before Elizabeth asked you. When did that happen, when you asked to start at the warehouse? Or
we started last year.
So it was last year. Like we're 2018 last year.
Yeah, it was like February. It was early in the year, wasn't
it? It was early in the year because we have the pageant on March.
Maybe it's 2 years now that show's been going.
It's gonna be 2 years.
Yeah.
Because I have that flyer in my memory and like somewhere with the yellow back to school.
The back to school?
And that was like the first one I think I saw that you guys were doing something.
Maybe it was a year and a few months then.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Do you remember that? A yellow flyer?
Yeah, I remember the yellow flyer come to school, back to school. But that wasn't the first one. The first one was a red one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the first one was a red one.
So it had to have been like at least 2 years ago.
Yeah, at least 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then as some know and some don't, we're talking about, of course, Las Cruces, New Mexico, where we're in. And there was a bar, and that's the bar we're talking about, called The Warehouse. And before that, it was called Hurricane Alley. And now it is nothing, because it closed in...
It closed in...
last year this time.
March or April?
Because their lease was up in
May, no? It closed in May.
I think March was the last time I wanted a show, and they wouldn't let me.
Yeah, because we have
the
pageant on March, no?
Yes.
Yeah, and then she didn't book April, so it was May.
Yeah, because I was looking at the end of March, and she was like, no, let's hold off. And then that's when I realized. And then they opened Club 30. Same owner opened Club 30 in June, right?
Yeah.
And super supportive.
Yeah, Lori's the best.
She let me do whatever I want.
Yeah. I was there last night talking to her, and she was like, you have a podcast? So I bet she'll love that we're talking about her right now. But yeah, she's great.
Yeah, she is. I'm so happy with her. And even that I had more options after she closed, I had more options to go to other places that they were calling me. But I was still like, she's so amazing that you want to keep with her.
Yeah.
And once she say, wait for me, I was like, yes, I wait forever for you. So I wait for her till she opens again.
Yeah, and that was like, did you do anything in between that though?
I didn't do nothing.
June?
No, I didn't do nothing. The only person that reached to me and opened their bar for me and my queen was Malina Ray, an Epic Bar. She was the only one that messaged me and say, hey, come whenever you want to do a show, come, you and your queen have the doors open to come and do something. But didn't happen. But but she was the only one reaching to me and say, hey, I'm sorry what happened, and you have the open doors over here.
Right.
So it's always grateful.
So let's see. Wow, that's crazy. That's been a year almost. It doesn't.
Time flies.
Yeah.
Time flies. Yes.
That's insane.
Yeah, it goes really, really fast.
And now I think around the same time. Let's see. I'm trying to, because you know how at the beginning of the year you say like last year for everything, but you really mean the year before.
Right.
I want to say 2018 or maybe beginning of 19. You had said something about retiring, or you had retired.
Yeah, it was last year, like February. It was right before the pageant.
Before the pageant, yes.
The show before or the pageant?
Because you
the pageant day.
You said on the mic, I think that this was your last show or something, or you weren't gonna do it and then you did do it.
No, I did my birthday show and then I quit. Yeah, and I was actually gonna quit on my birthday, but then I felt so good that night that I didn't. But my anxiety disorder is just like, it just works my nerves until I'm just like, everybody hates me and I'm done.
Right.
And then I calm down.
And then never mind.
We all have those moments.
Yeah. It just wells up. And I mean, I've been doing this for 30 years.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, nobody in this room is 30 years old.
Yeah.
You know, it's a whole different world, but I have an entirely different body, and it's really painful sometimes,
right?
You know, to do
literally
all this
physically.
Stuff. Literally physically, it takes all my energy to do it and wipes me out, and I just have to refigure out how to do it and make it easier for me, or
more comfortable for you.
More comfortable for me, exactly. Because I wasn't having any fun. If you're in pain for 4 straight hours, that's not fun.
Of course.
Yeah.
You know, I used to be able to handle it, I guess, but now it's just too much.
Or people just, you power through.
But you know what? Drag has changed a lot.
Oh, it's amazing.
It's so amazing how drag has been changing and all this new generation. So sometimes, like, you know, I consider myself a pageant queen more than a showgirl. I think I'm a pageant queen. I would love to do more pageants, but that's another whole story. So I was really sad to not be able to do pageants like I want to.
Right. Because we love them. They're so much fun. I'm a pageant queen too. I just love it.
Yeah. So I was like, maybe I'm in the age and it's time to open doors for new generations. So all these new queens that are coming, like, I'm always up to help them in whatever they need, or show them the little things that I know. Even like the pageant that I have now, and it's gonna happen this year again in May. I always reach to the new generations to come and compete and have a place where they feel like they're gonna be able to win or to do something with themselves, because some of the new queens, they don't think that they're gonna be able to win against the old queens that have all the experience.
Right. Or even like connections that are already pre-existing in that world, because they're so new. They think coming in, they're gonna be like, oh, well, they already know this other queen, or this
and that
other
happens.
Queen, or this other
that
queen.
really happens.
That happens. Yeah,
that really happens everywhere. So
in a perfect world, these judges are really just judging on who you are on the stage. They don't know anything else about you.
Yeah.
And we hear all the flack backstage. Oh, well, so-and-so slept with the judge, or they paid this off, or no. We don't, I never know. I'm not the kind of person that ever thinks that way. Yeah. I'm just like, I am so focused on doing everything I can to win that I don't care what anybody else is doing around me. And I competed in Miss Texas pageant. That was awful and fantastic,
like
all at the
Miss
same
Gay
time.
US of A, like,
yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
What year was that?
Jeremy knows better.
It was in the 20s. It was in the 20s. You were there.
I'm the only one
the
alive
other 20s.
still. I think LaWanda Jackson was in that pageant. And I'm trying to remember The queen that was stepping down was the Dallas queen. Courtney Van Wales was stepping down. And so I imagine that was 2000 or 2001.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Somewhere right there at the beginning of the
it was in the 80s.
Right. I love seeing the pictures of the old queens. And of course, there's not as many pictures of old queens because the internet wasn't around. Yeah. And our hair and our makeup was all exactly the fucking same thing. Just we were just cookie cutters. And it just was, I don't know. Maybe it's because my style has changed. I tried so hard to emulate that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And who knows whether I did it or not. But now I'm like, ew. Why?
Mm-hmm.
You know, but everybody looked the same, and now they accuse the queens of all looking the same, but they don't.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah, and you know what? When I started doing drag, it was just one way to do drag.
Yes.
Right. So it was like the horse going straight. It's just one way.
Yeah.
Don't look.
If you do anything different, you're wrong.
Yeah, you're wrong, and
you have to wear high heels. You have to wear pants. Yeah, and a lot of that has gone by. The most important thing about a drag, it's not how you look. I don't think. It is theater, so people are looking at you on the stage. You should be somewhat a character of something. Yeah. I don't mean that in a bad or a good way, but you're there to entertain. Mm-hmm. So you should be able to dance or sing or juggle or something.
Yeah. Or get naked.
That's completely viable too.
Shout out to the naked
But you're
girls.
there to be entertained. And so then I look at people like Acid Betty, who I just worship the ground she walks on. Yeah. She never tries to do pageant girl.
And someone like that, even on RuPaul, didn't go far on RuPaul because that was too weird.
But, yeah, too weird. Like Sharon Needles, she's too weird. Look how freaking famous she is now. Yeah. Pageants and contests like RuPaul are not a defining thing of your character, whether you win or lose. Mm-hmm. It's only a stepping stool. It's not. It's a growing device. Mm. Our whole life is a growing device.
True.
And we have Alyssa Edwards. She never wins, but she's the most.
Yes, we know all those girls that are second runner-up. I've been second runner-up so many damn times. But it's a stepping stool and for growth. And my God, if you can't grow, then retire.
Yeah.
If you're done learning, then...
And that's what I'm trying to do. Like, I'm always reach the new generations and watch them, how they're doing the hair now. Mm-hmm. All those color, yellow, blue, and pink that I never wear before. I'm like, now I want blue.
She borrowed some of my wigs and now she's hooked. Yeah.
I was like, girl, I need all your color wigs. Give it to me.
And what's funny is back there in 2000... I remember going to Miss Gay, Texas, and I had this beautiful orange dress, which is my favorite color. And I thought, why are all the pageant girls blonde? I don't want blonde. I want pink hair. I want blue hair.
Yeah.
Nobody did it. And the wigs weren't even available.
Mm-hmm. Because people didn't do that.
People didn't do that. Yeah. But I wanted something in my hair, so I put orange jewels in my hair. That's all I could do for the pageant because they didn't allow those other things. Mm-hmm. And how funny now that colors are the deal, you know, and then, I love that.
I like the artificial colored wigs.
Yeah, and it's so amazing. Fun. I think you, as an old queen or new queen, you have to learn
from each other.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And I always, like I told you, I always try to learn about the new queens. I always try to show them the little things that I know. When pageants come, I feel like I'm a good pageant queen, but I still want to do something a little out of the box. So I always reach Holly, that is one of my best friends, Holly EXO. So she's really fashion.
Yeah.
So I'm always like, tell me this is too old, so
She's
I can do something with this old dress and make it fashion. Mm-hmm. And then when she's doing a pageant, she's like, please tell me this is too much, so lower it a little bit. And I'm like, let's put stones on it.
It's fun to do that growth. It really is. And I was thinking, while you were saying that about the old look, the 80s look and the 70s look and all that, we were only trying to look like a girl. Mm-hmm. Mm. That was the goal, is looking like the prettiest girl ever.
Right.
So you can't be the prettiest girl if you look different from other people. That's why we all look the freaking same.
Yeah.
It's that American view of pretty.
Yeah.
That we get so hyper stuck in, with the big boobs and the blonde hair and the big eyelashes and the huge eyebrows now. They all gravitate towards that at one point or another. But that's all. That's the only option we had. We didn't have ugly drag back then. We didn't have
Dragula.
Oh, yeah,
That's for sure.
Right? Yeah, but Dragula was around way before that. Me and my friend used to try to push that envelope all the time.
But you just did pretty style being like a little different in my eyes, like lately. But we're gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back after this.
Well, hello. Are you in the Las Cruces area and interested in learning how to pole dance? If yes, then you are listening to the right podcast. I'm Brittany, and I'm a pole fitness instructor. I've been teaching in El Paso for the past few years and have finally decided to bring pole fitness to my city, Las Cruces, New Mexico. I currently offer both individual and group private lessons. This means that we can train one-on-one, or you can bring a friend or 3 with you. I'm also available for bachelorette parties and special events. I love working with new people and creating lesson plans that are tailored to each of my students' desires and needs. I'm also trained in handstands, flexibility, and floor work if you'd like to focus on building strength in additional and complementary ways. Pole dancing is for everyone. No experience is required, and absolutely all skill levels are welcome. If you have any questions or would like to schedule a lesson with me, please call or text 575-640-0699. I look so forward to hearing from you and being part of your pole dance journey.
And we're back with Bobcat and Lizbeth D'Anni. And yeah, we were kind of just bringing up, I guess, what I have heard it called alternative drag. But I feel like since I've known you, and it's funny to me hearing pageant or that you were in pageants and everyone's trying to look the same, that your drag has been different than anything I had seen starting and now, like how you are now. I don't know, I think of you like a rocker chick, kind of, and yes. Just like a punk rock drag queen, but not even anywhere in the literal sense. Like, you're just literally
like the little bit prettier than a regular punk rock drag queen?
Yes.
I don't know, yeah.
But I've always loved your style.
I have my old girl thing inside that still says you have to be pretty, you have to be pretty, you have to be pretty.
Yes.
And I want to rock a pink mohawk, and I have shaved my hair off. Oh, I will never do that shit again. It's for Halloween. Remember that?
Yeah, I remember.
Yes. The Rihanna stage when everybody had the bald side.
Yes.
Oh.
I did that on my actual hair.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
Me too. It was a scary, scary day the next day. But yeah, I want to push, and I'm in fashion. I'm a hairdresser. I'm, makeup artist, all that stuff. And I push my clients all the time to step out of their comfort zone.
I mean, you even have black nail polish on right now.
Yes. And I've had black nail polish off and on since 2000. When Chanel made black, I was like, oh, yes, we're doing
there we
this.
go.
No more cheap Halloween black nail polish. I've always thought outside the box and say, I want to do something else, something nobody else is doing. And I don't always achieve it. But I still try, and I still push myself to do something entirely different and something outside of my comfort zone. I love the phrase, do something that scares you every day.
Yeah.
Even if you have to walk off the sidewalk without looking both directions.
Yeah. I don't know about that.
It's right.
I was thinking when you say about shaving your head and everything, I was thinking all the sacrifice that we as drag queens do with our bodies and ourselves. Like, I shaved my eyebrows thinking they will come again, and that didn't happen.
Yeah.
That didn't happen, so I just have half eyebrows.
And people's bodies are different when people think stuff like that. It's like, oh no. Like, even your sideburns and stuff to put on wigs easier, and then like
I used to love having sideburns always. Yeah. I was like rocking mohawks.
In the daytime, you look like just kind of
freak.
A very weird version of yourself, because you want to look like the best drag version of yourself on the weekends.
Yeah. And you sacrifice your personal, like your real person,
right,
during the day, so you can be as pretty as you
exactly
during the night.
I look like a monster like the day after.
Some of the famous girls, I'm not going to say their names, have had so much plastic surgery.
I want to hear names. What kind of podcast do you think this is?
Right? Now, when you meet him in person as a boy or just not on stage, que feo.
I love that.
What a woman.
There is not another word for it. They've got chipmunk cheeks and a chin implant and lips that they don't look like real anymore.
I want to name names, but now I don't want to be rude. Yeah, I get
yeah, that was during that pageant that I was talking about. But when they're made up, they're beautiful. So you have to sacrifice your boy face or your real face or whatever so you can look that much prettier on stage.
And that's dedication.
If I would have had money, I probably would have been there. I would have been Michael Jackson, you know?
Yeah.
But I'm too poor to have hormones and butt implants.
So I didn't realize that was so, I guess in my head for a long time until literally very recently, that plastic surgery and nips and tucks and stuff like that is actually kind of a prevalent thing in general.
Super prevalent.
Because I thought, I guess in my head, it's movie stars and rich people and maybe Detox and Trinity the Tuck can afford it. But I didn't know it was literally as close to home as home.
Super prevalent. And I mean, I was doing drag in Texas, in Central Texas. We all know Texas drag is hardcore.
The butt implants.
It is the hardest pageants to win. That's why I didn't win Miss Texas. And they had, water injections before the pageant to give them cleavage.
Yeah.
And
Chad Michaels had black tar or something.
Well, they do black market stuff. But yeah, they do all of that in Texas. There's girls that travel town to town and have lip injection parties and Botox parties now. There was no Botox back then. And the water implants. And the girls saved and saved and saved and had so much cosmetic work done.
It is expensive though, right? It's just
if you do it the right way.
If you do it the right way.
And then there's the dangerous ways that are cheaper that people would go through.
You still spend a lot of money, but it's cheaper.
And those girls are so desperate, and I feel sorry for them. And some of it works out for it, some of it doesn't. But it's all trying to get ahead. And whether it's a parlor trick or a real thing, trying to get ahead is tough as nails.
But you have to learn how to know your body. Because back in the days, I remember the person that was giving the injection saying you can have some of these free injections. Yeah. And I was like, no, I know my body, and I know it's not gonna be good for my body. It can be good for the rest of the bodies, but I know my body, and it was not gonna be nothing good for my body with all the things that I have, the blood pressure and things like that. Right. So I was like, that's not gonna be good for me. So I better do it one day if I can, the right way. If not,
but you're not desperate. Some of those girls are desperate.
I have been sometimes
I don't know what I could do.
I really need them right now in this day.
It's a good thing you have that good head on your shoulders to keep you from making any drastic mistakes.
I think you always have to surround yourself with the right people, the good people. And if you have a good family, your good family and your best friends that are always there. And you have to open yourself to your friends to say, you know what, I feel this way and I need help. Because if you don't ask for help, you're not gonna get help because people is not gonna know that you need.
Or if you just listen to people telling you things, that's just advertising. You need Botox. You need this. You need that. That's not asking for help. You know what I mean? And that's not solving your problem. Of you saying, I feel ugly. You're not ugly. Do you think lip injections would help? No, I don't really think so. That's a real friend, But just saying, oh, you should get your lips done because everybody else is getting their lips done. That doesn't mean you need your lips done. Look at my gigantic lips. I don't need my lips done. Yeah. But of course, nobody told me to do that.
Right. So let's see. Do you have a show coming up on
the 29th?
Saturday?
I have a show coming up the 29th.
This will be airing on Monday, so it'll be Saturday.
It'll be 2 days ago when you hear this.
No,
it's gonna be
next Saturday. So this coming Saturday to the listeners.
Okay. Yeah,
the 29th.
And I have a show on the 30th and the 31st.
Oh, go ahead and promote that.
It's free. There's the $500 giveaway.
That's a lie. Oh. That's a Facebook lie. Don't be lying to people.
Wait, what? Okay.
You're gonna rip them in your kitchen.
Yep. They're going to be pounding on the door on the wrong day. Going,
wait, I think Naomi always falls for that on every year.
She finally got it this year, yes, and she was like, "You horrible person."
February 30th.
I was paying attention to your post on Facebook.
I was just gonna put her in the app.
Till you say 500.
Doing it.
Until you say 500, I was like, no, that's not true.
He's lying.
She don't have the rent.
She's cheap as hell. There's no way.
So yeah, people, I have my show this February 29, Saturday at
Good Queens, but I can't remember who's in it.
Yeah,
it's of course from Lubbock, Texas, Red and Curly. And then I have our queen, Anise, of course, like every month. And then we have Brandy, that is a new queen here in Las Cruces. And we have Keisha.
Keisha Fun.
I'm sorry, honey. You know my English is not very good looking. So we have Keisha. And then we have
Lizbeth D'Anni.
Of course, me hosting, making you laugh a little. If you don't understand me, that you're gonna laugh either way.
Yeah.
I hope to see you guys there. It's just $5. We don't charge in a lot.
21
just
and up.
$5 to go in, and the drinks are on special all night.
Yeah.
So how was Lubbock? I've never been.
Lubbock was amazing.
You just went to Lubbock. Big?
The what?
How big is their club?
It is big.
Nice.
It is big.
It is big. I saw the videos.
Yeah, it is big. It has space for the people that don't want to see the show. They have this space for the people that want to see the show. They have space for the people that want to be in the pool stripping. And they have place for just drinking over there.
Is it a gay club or just a club that
it's
has
a gay club?
Oh,
it's
cool.
A gay club.
How big is Lubbock? We were just talking about Lubbock. We don't know.
Lubbock is bigger than El Paso. It's bigger than El Paso.
What?
It's bigger than Las Cruces, though. It's bigger than Las Cruces. I'm not sure if it's bigger than El Paso.
I don't think it's bigger than El Paso.
I don't know.
But it's bigger than Cruces. It's really good. The girls were amazing, all of them.
So the
owner was nice.
There's a drag
and the
scene
money
there.
was really nice. Thank you, guys.
The money was nice?
The money was really nice. Thank you for every single dollar.
You went out there with who?
I went with Barbie, my daughter.
Barbie, okay.
Barbie,
yeah.
my daughter Barbie.
That's
my
fun.
husband, of course, that he's always with me, supporting me, helping me, and following me, and everything.
That's good.
And then my friend Normani, she went. They both were there to support us.
That's fun. And had she seen you in person or just online, or how did she? Oh wait, I guess I assumed Curly booked you.
Oh,
We
Red
had some
booked
girls
me.
from
Right,
Lubbock
okay.
before.
Huh?
We had girls come from Lubbock before.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I don't remember either. I don't
No,
remember
I don't
who it
think
was.
so.
I remember she was great, but all I remember is she was great. She was from Lubbock.
Oh, I don't remember though. But yeah, Red was the one that booked me. She was live, and I said, "Oh, girl, I wanna go," and she said, "Okay, let's do it."
So you were Facebook friends, and then
Yeah, I meet her at the branch in El Paso, but we didn't talk too much. It was just like, oh, I don't know her. It was like, just, I don't know her, but I like her, and that's it.
we concluded it's like 4 or 5 hours, right?
It was actually like 5 or 6.
Okay.
Yeah, it was tired.
Because it's an hour from Hobbs, but it's
4 hours to Odessa, and then it's straight up from there. I mean,
like 4
So
to
it was like
Hobbs.
5. It was like 5 hours, I think so.
Okay.
And
is it
because
just
my husband
desert?
because my husband is like, I'm not gonna be more than what it says in there. So.
oh yeah,
You
he
know.
wants to do what the time says on the map.
Yeah.
But it's a drive.
You gonna pause it? Oh, okay.
But that's fun going out of town. That didn't happen before either. And plus, the bars didn't used to pay us either, ever.
Right.
They would never pay us. They just, there's some little pretty boy that wants to get up and do a show, so he can get some tips, and they treated us horrible. And now bars actually pay, which is amazing.
They
Get all this.
pay a little. But
Yeah,
Right.
they need to pay more
Well,
because
Some do.
you know, if there was no drag shows at any bars, well, they wouldn't get the people on those nights that we usually do.
That's true.
When I was doing drag in Colleen, which is in the middle of nowhere, we had a little bar that was only open on Friday and Saturday. And there was the little drag show on Saturday, I think it was, yeah. And it got to be so big that, and so crowded, that nobody could dance. So we moved our show to Friday so that Saturday could be filled up. And Saturday was filled up, and then Friday started filling up. And then the owner called us in, and she's like, the shows are taking too long, and people want to dance, and we're just going to have to open on Sunday. and push the show to Sunday. So we opened a third day, and we filled the bar up on Sunday enough to where she's like, you know what, let's go ahead and do it on Saturday night again. Because Sunday crowds are huge. So we went back to Saturday, and that only lasted a little bit. And she's like, no, we got to do these on Thursday. And within 1 year of me getting there, it went from the bar open 2 days to the bar open 7 days. Because the drag queens pulled all this business into this little tiny bar, straight and gay. But it made it known, and she was very appreciative to us, and paid us, made us a huge dressing room, and respected us, and she really could see how the drag queens made her bar, made the bar huge. You know, we had people coming from Dallas and Houston and San Antonio and Austin, because we were very centrally located, and I got to meet the biggest stars in Texas. Just about, they all came to our bar for a show.
And we need to make sure that all the owners of every bar knows that most of the people that they have is because of the drag shows that they have.
Even the, like, a bunch, how you said straight people and gay people, like, I just see straight people at the drag shows too, because, like,
RuPaul, that's a huge phenomenon.
But straight people didn't know about, like,
that there
drag,
was even a show.
And now they're all about it, and they're, like, the number one supporters, like, which is awesome. But yeah, they need to know that that's a thing. Like,
yeah, because I hear some owners saying to them queens, like, you have a place, I'm giving you a place, if no, you won't exist.
Right.
And I was like, no, you will not have people if we don't come and perform to your club. So it's a two-way thing. It is two-way.
And definitely not every bar needs a drag show or whatever, but we are a huge pull, and we should be accommodated somehow.
And I don't know if you guys have seen anything about the younger girls like Keisha and Salem, but in El Paso, they're kind of proving that by doing their own gig. It's called The House. Lavender Thug started it, and she and a bunch of the younger queens that can't necessarily, the fans and the queens performing can't necessarily get into a club yet. They find a venue like a house or like a random place, and they'll just say, like, on Instagram, boom, go here this weekend. And like, I see their Instagram stories, they have hundreds and hundreds of girls or kids, and they're just walking through the crowd and performing in, like, dingy places, and everybody looks like they're having so much fun. Like,
okay, Keisha, Salem, book me over there in your house. I'll go to your house.
But see, we're from Las Cruces. There's only 5 people here.
Yeah.
We don't have that many options. I didn't do drag shows in town if it wasn't for Pride, ever. Hardly ever, anyway. Mm-hmm. But then I hear of stories of kids in L.A. You know what it's like to get on stage in L.A.? Well, you can't.
Yeah.
So where all the new queens come from if they can't get on stage? They'll go down to the Dunkin' Donuts with their boombox. Seriously.
Yeah. Really
in the middle of rush hour, turn on the boombox and do a show on the counter. Mm-hmm. Not for paying customers. They need to get out there and they make it happen. And the same thing with this, like, lavender gorilla shows. That's awesome.
It's awesome.
That's just the same way they're doing it. We've all seen the subway pictures of the girls having a drag show in a subway car.
Exactly.
You perform where you can perform if you've got the balls.
The world is stage.
Well, let's tell people, when we have our first show together, we get ready with no lights. Thank you, Bob. You make me get ready with no lights. It was dark. So I get ready with my
I know what she's talking about. Yes. Yeah, we had an event, and I talked to the owner, and I asked him if we had a place to do our makeup and everything, and he said everything was well lit, but he forgot to turn on the lights.
Oh my gosh.
So literally Lizbeth had to put her makeup on in the dark by the phone light.
But did you see how pretty I was still?
It was your mini challenge practice.
Right?
I was practicing for RuPaul.
Next time we'll just throw everybody in the pool.
Oh my gosh.
That was still my favorite.
Actually, being in the pool with makeup.
Right?
In its days.
Yeah.
Its days.
I could still see Detox floating in her little rubber yellow dress, looking perfect.
Yes.
But we have to tell people how was the first time that we meet, actually. The first time
that was
we
that
meet
show with that other queen at Ramada.
Yes.
And I just remember this little short Mexican girl coming in with an entourage of like 200 people.
Wait, wait, what was it called? Lavish? When it was Lavish?
No,
I think it was before
back
that.
in the days.
Yeah, it was before that, but it wasn't Lavish.
But it was that same place?
It was at the Ramada, yeah. And we didn't talk too much. We said hi.
We didn't talk to each other. No, just say hi.
You were busy, and you looked scared, and I was scared, and whatever.
I wasn't booked or nothing. I was just there helping.
You didn't perform that day?
No, I didn't perform. But I was sticking with my big hair anyways.
Oh, okay.
Oh, she said that.
So I was there helping Brooklyn. She was performing, and there were you and Ivana, and then Ivana and Brooklyn fight.
Oh, there was drama that night. I remember. Yes, there was.
That's how I meet Bobcat.
Yes.
Because I don't remember Bobcat before the fight. So I remember Bobcat when the fight started, and I have to hold Brooklyn, and she have to hold Ivana.
Alcohol and drag are never good together. But anyway, I don't know.
They're actually good together if you know where to stop.
We never got in a fight. We get drunk as shit.
No. I get sexy. If you don't want me, if you don't want to see name, I know I'm not gonna say this because no one is gonna give me a shot. No, forget this. Don't listen to me in this part.
Okay, well, we're coming to a close. That was really fast and excited. That was great. But I have a couple last questions to kind of cap off our conversation. Let's see. Where do you see yourself professionally and personally in the next 5 years?
Me? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna compete for Miss El Paso a large. So this is the next step. I'm gonna do Miss El Paso large, and if I win, hope I win. Listen to me, hope I win. I'm going to Texas, compete over there and experience. So this is the next steps for me. But what I really see myself in 5 years is having my shows bigger. Because I try to go big and big and big and better and better and better to give more opportunities to more people. I think I'm in this moment of my life to bring more opportunities to more people. That's what I'm trying to do. I have my jewelry business that I hope it goes bigger than what it is right now. That is going amazing. So I see myself going big on my jewelry business. I see myself going bigger as a promoter, as a show director, and keep my drag. And that's for just drag, right? The question was for just drag. Okay, yeah. That's how I see myself.
Personally.
And then personally, I'm really happy right now with my life. I have my husband. We have our kid. We have our son.
Just got a beautiful house.
We have a beautiful
that we're
house.
in right now.
We have 3 dogs.
Thanks for opening your doors.
You're welcome. So I want to travel. I want to travel a lot with my husband. So we're trying to do that. And in my personal life, how I see myself in 5 years is being happy. That's the main thing. No matter what happens, just be happy and try to be happy all the time.
That's nice.
That's why she has a husband and I don't, because I'm just unhappy all the time. I have to find my perfect unhappy man.
You'll find your balance.
Yeah.
In someone.
But you don't need a man to be happy.
That's right. I don't have time for one anyway. But anyway.
Personally,
I lay in bed and I think, what the hell would I do with a guy? I don't have time for that. Poor thing would only see me from like 3 a.m. till 9 when I run out the door. Gotta go, guy, bye. You know. But no, me in 5 years, I have no idea. My life's organic, which means there's no plans. Okay. And I take it where I see it. I would like to move to Portland and work at what is her name? There's a bar over there for old drag queens. And the owner is like 92, 93. She still does drag. I went and saw a show.
I heard about that.
Dixie? That's not right. Anyway, so I went to the show and everybody on stage was older than me. And they still did a great show. And I was just like, oh my God, this is my calling.
That's so fun.
I need to work at this bar. And because those are my hours, you know.
Yeah.
My biggest hours are from like 10 till 2. I would love to go out there. That's not my goal. but I'd love to do that. And personally, I have no idea.
Okay. You'll figure it out.
I'll figure it out. I'll just coast.
Day by day.
Yeah.
Day by day.
Well, do you want to promote anything specifically?
Oh, no. No, if y'all need hair, I'm not even... I costume a lot for the local theaters in town, and we're doing... The next show I'm costuming is until October. But that doesn't mean that something won't come up. And I sew a lot for them. I sew for other drag queens, and I do wigs and makeup.
Can we say your Facebook name? If they want
my Facebook name is Robert Young and Bobcat on there. I've always got some horrible, ugly lady as my.
So if you want good hair, go to Bobcat. If you want really good outfits, go to Bobcat.
Yeah, and then
and also you can contact Lizbeth for just drag advice: how to put on your makeup, how not to put on your makeup, how to make foam rubber boobs,
when to run away.
Yeah, when to run away.
What to listen to. Your
my jewelry page is LD Jewels, Latina Elegance, and makeup is Latina Elegance as well. And my Facebook is Lizbeth D'Anni. You can find me there.
Your Instagram and Twitter, Lizbeth D'Anni.
Instagram and Twitter and
because I tag you a lot, so I know your Instagram and Twitter more than you.
Yeah, you find me as Lizbeth D'Anni everywhere. Don't add me in another pages, okay? That's our secret.
Oh my gosh. All right, well, I thank you guys for being my guests. It was really fun. I like hanging out with y'all always, and it was nice getting to know you guys a little bit more. Next week, who knows who we'll have, but for now, bye.
Bye. Love you all.